Right, let's get on there. Take this off. Take this off. Yes, big up, guys. Big up. Back again for another show. Big up Rodz, worst LFC player I've ever seen. Okay. 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 Yeah, big up, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Like and subscribe to the channel, and it all gives me the chance and a day to bring you back a good content. Let me just get myself around here so I can. Ah, yes, I can look face on the camera. Okay, okay. I might do something quick in a minute. Right, 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Be right back. Want me? Struggle to come upstairs. Yeah, man, that's better. See the other one, the other top messes with the background. I get a full black background still. Let me pull this up a bit. Yeah. Big up, guys. Thank you for joining me this evening for the Q&A show. Remember, get your questions in, and I'll answer them the best way that I can. Get your questions in, my guys. Big up who's in the chat in a moment. Big up football talk football talk podcast. Big up to you. Make sure you go and like and subscribe to his channel. Like and subscribe to his channel, please, please, please do. Great guy with great content. Big up Ravi in the building. Big up yourself. Was looking like Samuel Jackson in the picture. That cool, am I? See. If I just put that there. 1 second. Push this back. Back a bit, yes. Yeah, that's better. Yep. What we got here, Ravi again. He says, big up Rodz and crew, like and subscribe. Subscribe. Yeah, big up. Subscribe. Big up to you. Also as well. Yes, it's Fuzzy. Big up yourself. Make sure you subscribe, like and subscribe to. I don't know, it makes me feel like I'm sloping down the hill there. Make sure you like and subscribe to LRFC channel. Okay, do some brilliant content. and a brilliant guy as well. Make sure you like and subscribe to him. It's my WhatsApp page. Big up, Rodz. Worst player I've ever seen. Surely you don't mean that. Who is the worst player you ever seen at LFC? Oh gosh, wow. Well, I like that. I like that question. The worst player ever to play at Liverpool. Let me think. Let me think. There's been a few stinkers. Andre Vornin. Andre Vornin. Yeah, he's a bit of a stinker, man. He was a bit of a stinker. He stunk up the joint. I'm not gonna lie to you. Andre Vornin is my one. He came in the 2007, 2008 season, I do believe. We waited for him. We were actually waiting for him for a whole season because he was at Leverkusen with well, he used to be when Berbatov was there. He was Berbatov's strike partner, Ukrainian guy. But like, yeah, we waited for him a whole season, and I couldn't understand why we bought him anyway because in 38 games he scored one goal, and I thought that's a sort of recipe for a disaster. But yeah, Andre Vorney, he's got a nah. He wasn't good. Bless up, Uncle. Big up, Hazmet. Big up to you. Let me just sort of put there and put that more that way. Yeah, cool. Nice, that's better. Hazmet. Big ups, mate. Hope you're doing well. Big up now. Big up to you. Uncle Rodz, big up. Hazmet, big up. Ravi, big up. That's coming from Mariam, big up to you. Right, what we got here? Rodz, is your idol Samuel L. Jackson, judging from the picture? He's a good actor, you know. He is a good actor. He's done some good. He has done some good films. I won't lie. Do you know what I mean? You know, in the 90s and obviously up to present day. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, he's one of my actors that I like, but I think the best actor for me, you know what I mean, if I was said I had like an idol, and that would be Denzel Washington. I think he's an amazing actor. He's just amazing. Literally, a lot of stuff that he turns his hand to. Do you know what I mean? It's yeah, he does it. He does it for me. He's good. He's really good. What about Jay Spearing? Nah, I don't think he was worse. I don't think he was worse than Andre Vronin. I think Jay Spearing had some use. He did have some uses, you know what I mean? Not much, but he did have some uses. But like Andre Vronin was trash, blood. Trust me, trash. Hi there, Marion. You never walk on ice. Come from South. That's coming from Hazmet. Big up Hazmet. Who was that player who injured himself when playing with his kids in the garden? Now he'd be always injured. Who's that? Who's that? It's on top of my tongue, you know. Navigator, no joking. Injured himself in the garden with his kids and forever injured. Is it Harry Kuehl? Cause I know that Harry Kuehl had a bad injury record. Can't think, you know. The one that comes to mind is Harry Kuehl. Correct me if I'm wrong. My worst player has to be toss up between Stephen Hartness and what is? Oh, you mean Smeetzer? Oh, split up between LF Juve. LF Juve wasn't that bad. He's just a bit of a scumbag in certain places. He wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? You know. It wasn't that bad. Minerals FC, kudos, big up, kudos. Big kudos, mate. Yeah, man, big up yourself, my brother. Shall be doing a show with kudos soon, you know. Shall be doing a show with him soon. So kudos, big up, man. You look like some Jackson from the Matrix on them. Well, hey, Lord. Big up Minerals in the building. Why were LFC trash after 1990? I think what it was like a new era that come in. And I think, listen, you know what it is, right? And this is what I tell a lot of Man United fans, yeah, is every team has their time, yeah? Some teams may dominate for 5 years. Some teams might dominate for 2 years. They might dominate for sort of like 10 years. And in our case, at Man United's case, we dominate for 20 years. Do you know what I mean? It just so happens that then when you've got a good structure in place and everything that in place, it lasts for a long time if you know what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? Let me. You want me? Yeah, so you got a good structure in place. I think at the day, more or less at the day, we had an era, and I think it came to an end. But we never prepared for that. We never prepared for that era to come towards the come to end. We just thought, obviously, at the day because we was continuously winning stuff time and time again. Do you know what I mean? I mean, able to churn out players and actually sort of like buy players with the right fit. You know what I mean? It came down to like 1990 and beyond, and then day right, we wasn't able to sort of like get those players in at the day that sort of like that was a fit. We no longer had the manager that can sort of like galvanize his players tactically deal with his players. So I think our era at the end of the day came to an end, and then it was the trash era. Do you know what I mean? Where it took us a long while and a day to sort of like get back on top. Do you know what I mean? But what we was able to do in that time was able to sort of like win trophies and some sorts like FA Cup, League Cup, UEFA Cup, Champions League, and all stuff like that. We still kind of churned over in some sort of way. Do you know what I mean? All we needed was just the right manager to sort of like to kick us on, and now hopefully we got it. Hopefully we got it now. But yeah, it's just sometimes at the day, Minerals at the day, I think certain teams have their errors, and when the error is done, it's done. You know what I mean? It's done. That's what it is. Hold on. I can't remember his name. I shall have a look. Yeah, look it up for me, Marion, because I think it might be cool. I think it might be Harry Cool. Question: Um, did you rate these errors of players, managers like Rude Hullet, King Kenny, and Glenn Hoddle? Yeah, I did, because I think at the end of the day, I'm not being funny. Let me just start this one. Start this one. Start this one. Start this one. I think in the day that like the area that you're talking about, not so much as Hullet. When you're talking about King Kenny, do you know what I mean? And King Kenny and Glenn Hoddle and stuff. I think them sort of people and they were, good at their craft. Do you know what I mean? I mean, Rude Hullet was a good player. You know what I mean? So yeah, we can put down he was a good player because when he was in that AC Milan team in the 80s, Hullet, Rijkaard and Van Basten, trust me, nothing was touching them. It'd be hard to touch that sort of like duo. You know what I mean? So I think as a player, yeah, he was fantastic as a player. Maybe not so much as a manager, but like King Kenny, he sort of like had it both. You know what I mean? Being a sort of like a great player, do you know what I mean, and being a great manager as well. Won the FA Cup and League double as a player manager. First one to do that. Do you know what I mean? And Also, and they went to Blackburn and won the league with Blackburn. So as a manager, he's done some good stuff. Glenn Hoddle, manager, bit shaky, but as a player, phenomenal player. And I've actually met him before. Actually, proper tall man. Seriously, the unit man. But yeah, proper good players in their time. Marion says, I always thought Liverpool was an unstoppable juggernaut. Didn't realize we weren't. Yeah, true. I thought the same. Middles, I see. Rosbro, what was one of Gerard Houlier's deficiencies? Do you mean one of the things that he done wrong? Do you mean that? One of the things went wrong. If it's one of the things that he's done that we constantly done wrong, well, one of the things I know he done wrong was the fact that that not signing Nicolas Anelka. He should have signed Nicolas Anelka. There's no way and day Nicolas Anelka should not have signed for Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? No way. Do you know what I'm saying? That was kind of like, a bit of a shitstorm. You know what I mean? Push that back a bit. That was a bit of a shitstorm. Bloody hell. But I don't know. I mean, towards the end, I think, I don't know, he just didn't bring in the right players. I think not bringing in the right players, do you know what I mean? He brought in the likes of Bruno Cheru, he brought in the likes of, Salif Diao, stuff like that. So it could be down to not bringing in the right players to actually, to actually kick on, do you know what I mean? Persisting in playing Smeetser when Smeetser and they had no consistency about him. Do you know what I mean? So there's a few little things that he done that didn't sort of like do many favors. Do you know what I mean? Ross, you remember Steve Hartness and him and Collymore didn't get on. Yeah, well, I don't think Steve Collymore. I don't think Stan Collymore got on with a lot of people. There's a lot of people he didn't get on with. He was a good player, you know what I mean? But he's a bit of an arrogant guy back in them days. There, bit really arrogant. So I didn't think he'd get on with a lot of people. But yeah, I do remember that. I do remember he didn't like Barcelona as well. Smash those likes, likes and subs. Yes, man. Yeah, man. Make sure you do that. Make sure those likes and subs. Make sure you do that. Minerals, big up Minerals. He says, big up Jazz. Rude as a G, was he? Rude was a G, wasn't he? Yeah, he was a G. He was. He was a fantastic player. Fantastic player. Very, very good. Do you know what I mean? Don't get much better than him. Rude was that Milan. Yeah. He was like the Milan. He was going on some teams at Milan. And then saying Baston and Rijkaard. Bad one. Yeah, that trio was bad. Don't play with that trio still, Yeah, man. Ravi's put up Jesse's channel, so make sure you hit the like and subscribe to his channel. I was on his show earlier on. Great guy with great content. Paul Smith said, big up Anfield Uncle Rodz. Big up Paul Smith. Long time, man. He's been a minute, bro. Been a minute. Diao. And the Talik. Yeah, the Talik was crap, really. Shit, it. Anthony Latalik. Mind you, Cinema Pongo wasn't too bad. I think once Benitez got hold of him, Benitez come in, he wasn't too bad. Cinema Pongo. Rabbit in a building, thoughts on Liverpool during the 90s when Fowler McManaman was there. How didn't they win the league? So up to this day, Rabs, I don't know. Up to this day, I don't know. I'm actually looking at this. on my phone. Actually. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna look at this on my phone.
Oh my God.
Check the messages on my phone. Yeah. Yeah, that picture doesn't look bad. That's still looks good. Yeah, yeah. Get those likes up, guys. Get the likes up. Yeah, yeah. Thoughts on Liverpool? What's on Liverpool during the 90s when Fowler, McManaman was there? How did we win a league? Yeah, that was a phenomenon, really. To be honest, today I still don't realize. I still don't know now. We got close to it because I think what we started to do, like Royals did, he started to play three at the back. We got close to him, but it just wasn't our time. It just wasn't our time. I think a lot of times that we was leaking too many goals. You know, our defense was a bit kind of like shaky. Do you know what I mean? You don't win leagues at the day, right? If you got a shaky defense, and I think that's what it was. You know what I mean? Our defense wasn't as good as was it wasn't as good as it used to be. Because one of the main things that you can say with Liverpool when they used to win titles back in the 70s and 80s and stuff, we had a really good defense. I mean, even like so Alan Hansen and all that man, they come in. It's just like, wow. Do you know what I mean? So I do feel that in a title winning season, you need to concede as less goals as possible. You know what I mean? That's why we never won anything under Brendan Rodgers. We had a frightening attack. You know what I mean, in that season, and then when we just blitzing team, we had a frightening attack, but we was conceding too many goals. I think in that season we conceded about 50 goals or something like that. You can't win titles conceding that much goals. Let's just see this one here. Organguna, big up yourself. Looking fly in a Burberry, bro. Yeah, big up yourself, my friend. Big up yourself. Ravi says, let's go to the next one. Ravi says, Roz, what about your boy Phil Babb? Did you think he was good enough at the time? Not really. Not really. I didn't think he was. No, not really. Not really. We needed better. That's what I'm trying to say. It's just like, um, a lot of times in the 90s and then we never had the caliber of players. Really? We never really had the caliber of players. I'm not going to lie to you. That's what it was, you know what I mean? You know, you had a few mans there that was in there, like Razor Ruddock and everything that would literally put his head through a brick wall for you. But we never really had the caliber. We never really had the quality. We had the quantity, but not the quality. Do you know what I mean? That's what I thought, really. And on top of that, do you know what I mean? It's like, on top of that, our defense was very shaky. Minerals, man. Why are you trying to talk all greasy and for that when your team in the 90s and they want to do saying shit? It wasn't saying nothing, man. Not bypass, I look a blood clot thing. Ravi, my favorite defender back in the 90s was Mark. Was it Mark? Mark Wright. He was a G. Could run through a brick wall hard. Yeah, Mark Wright was. Yeah, he was a G. Roz, another one. I'd say was you always wanted to be a sports player like Jason McAtee and Dad. Nah, man, I thought that was kind of tea, though. I thought that was kind of tease, man. That was going a bit too far. That was Spice 14, you know what I mean? I now hear you, man. But like I remember that, and then there was a '96 FA Cup in it final against Man United, which we lost 1-0. With some saying today that Eric Cantona should not have been playing in that in that sort of like final. He should not have been playing, and he scored this sort of like he scored the winning goal. Minerals, man. What you doing, man? Minerals, you're ruining the vibe of the actual show, man. Come on, man. I know all this talk, man. All that talk. You ask me questions and you ask me questions at the day that sort of like, why do I have to answer it? Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Why do I have to answer it, man? You know what I mean? Now I'm actually gonna put it up when I'm gonna put this up when you see what I mean. Yeah, and I read it out. Rods, when did Loserpool slander name start, bro? Just as question. I don't hate NSC. They are my second team. I don't know, mate. It's best asking you that because you know what I mean. Don't know. I don't really look out for negative names about my team. Um, they were Armani white suits. I know. Spice Boys, man. That's not nice, you know. Spice Boys. How long we got? Yeah, man. Uh, yeah. Rod's thoughts on Brazilian and South American that joined Liverpool. Sorry, we've had some good. We've had some good ones, really, when you think about it. You know, in the past. I mean, like, if you look at sort of like Lucas Leiva, he was a good. He became a good player because I think what is it, Dave? When Lucas Leiva joined our club, he's an attacking player. That's what he was. He was like a 10 or something like that. He was like a really attacking player. But like, Benitez wanted him to play a different kind of game. So he changed his game around more defensive. And not being funny, in the end, he came reliable. He came reliable as a player and in that defensive role still. So yeah. Then he had Javier Mascherano, the Argentinian. You know what I mean? He was good as well. He was good. I mean, I think Benitez and they sold the cup to him. He literally sold it to him and said, "Look, this is how I want you to play. I want you to play like this." Do you know what I mean? You know, because when he was at West Ham, he was just getting benched all the time. He was just on the bench. He's like Terrace at the end of the day was getting sort of like all the the game time. But like we took him on loan and he said, "Look, this is how I want you to play. I want to play like this." You know what I mean? And that impressed Javier Mascherano, and he said, "Yeah, man, I'm on it." Do you know what I mean? You had him, Maxi Rodriguez. He was good. Do you know what I mean? He was a good little player. I did rate him. You know what I mean? Scored scored a hat trick against. He scored a hat trick against Birmingham, and then the following week he scored a hat trick against Fulham, and obviously in his last season. Then at the end of the day, look, you got to look at people like Luis Suarez. Look what he done for the club. So and he was Uruguayan, another South American. And then if you look at present day, you know what I mean? We had Coutinho, which is very good for a club. Um, Firmino, another good, great guy for a club. Fabinho, another great guy. And now we've got Alisson, but he's the best goalkeeper in the world. And all them guys, they were Brazilian. So yeah, man, it's just, it's literally just sort of like, we've had some good ones. I can't remember the shit ones, really. Can't remember any shit ones. And it says Salah or McManaman. Salah. Salah. Salah for me. What's this one here? Fabio Arella. Oh, yes. Fabio Arella. Yeah, I forgot about him. Maxi Rodriguez runs down the ring for me. Yeah. Yeah, Fabio Arella was good. But the only thing about Fabio Arella, which was disappointing for me, is that his injury. He was very injury prone, and like when he actually got injured, he was out for very periods of very long time. But yeah, Favorilla and they was, was a great guy. Marion says, I looked it up, couldn't find it. Alan Murray injured, his back was brushing his teeth. Well, was injured. Cooney, cuddling with a moose, was out jogging. Football freak, injuries just weird. Yeah, I think it was a. I think it was. I think it was thing. I do think it was. I do think it's Harry Cool. I think it was Harry Cool. Hit the likes, guys. Smash the likes, please. Smash the likes. Get those likes up. The one lad I was gutted that left our club was Sammy Hipper. Yes, big Sammy. He was a G. Tall, had strength, power, quality, reading of the game. Yes. Because if the things with Sammy Hipper and what I realized at the day with Sammy Hipper was that he didn't have pace, so you wouldn't see him running about everywhere. He just knew where to be and when to be there. Do you know what I mean? Good footballing brain. Middles FC says, Roz, do you think Liverpool overplayed Michael Owen as a young man? Interesting. Yes, I do. I think they did. Because there's certain times when Michael Owen was injured, and because we didn't have anybody else that day that can clock up the numbers that he did, we rushed him back, and he got injured again. So yeah, we did overplay him. And and that was a product from our academy, literally a product from our academy still. So yeah, we did overplay him. You know what I mean? As a young person, so it's got some brilliant goals for us. You know what I mean? And then obviously he got recognised at the day with the England team, and I thought that was the kind of like I don't know. That was more of a curse than a blessing. Put it that way. I think more of a curse than a blessing. Okay. Any more questions, guys? Get your questions in, my friend. Get your questions in, guys. Come on, guys. You can ask me anything. Anything. You know what I mean? Ask me anything. Get out of it. Roz, in your opinion, what can Klopp do to elevate his team to the next level? You know what? Is Klopp such a motivational guy? You know what I mean? No shit, it's a guy, and I think he does. He does motivate them. Do you know what I mean? And they will get to the next level because Klopp's the sort of person. All he has to do is just say some simple words to them. Do you know what I mean? Simple words to them. Like say, look, you can do it. I've got faith in you. Do you know what I mean? And they just go out and just pull off the performance that next level performance. Like, it's like it was like the other day with Fulham. It's like a game of 2 halves. So when they went into the first half, when we went in for the first half, you know what I mean? When they come out, do you know what I mean? For the second half, it was kind of like, you know what I mean? What did he say to them? Because they literally started to play much more different. Do you know what I mean? So Klopp's that motivational guy that can sort of like that will be able to get sort of like up to the next level. And all it will say, just believe in yourself and believe in your talent. That's all we say to him. Believe in yourself and believe in your talent. You can do this, guys. And then we'll get to the next level. You know what I mean? He's already got like a bunch of sort of like kids in there coming through the academy and they that sort of like look amazing. Do you know what I mean? He's when you look at his man management skills, and I think it's key to why a lot of these players in the day sort of like are playing how they are playing. You know what I mean? Because he's giving them fresh ideas. But yeah. Quality player, quality manager. Klopp can do it. Connor Bradley looking like such a G. Hopefully, he can keep it up. Make it for us. Yeah, trust me. Yeah, and he would because he's got Klopp as a manager, and the Klopp and they will be constantly and they pushing that belief into him. Do you know what I mean? You know, and giving him the chances only when that he feels it and day that sort of like that he's ready for it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Literally saw after the game that sort of the embrace that they had, the embrace and everything that shows me a guy in the day that's so happy in the day to be playing for Liverpool Football Club. You understand me? One of them ones, you know. See any more questions coming in. Get your questions in, guys. Get your questions in. Yeah, this is me. This is me after the Arsenal game. Yeah, man. Any more questions, guys? Yeah, any more questions? Yeah, man. Just ask me any questions you want, and I'll try my best to answer them. Really. This is Anfield Uncle Rodz channel. Please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Like and subscribe to the channel. Please, yeah, you like and subscribe to the channel, and let me check how much likes I get. Let me refresh this. I must say the pictures are alright, actually. You know. Right. Yeah, man, big up. Yeah, man. Any more questions, guys? Get your questions in. Get your questions in. Let me just put this over here. Put this over here. Oh, Shiza. Okay. Mino says, Ross, bro, did you enjoy 001 season? And did you go to the games? I went to a couple of them games back in them times. It's such a long time ago. I can't tell you which games I went to, but I think I went to. I don't know which one I went to. I went to one of the games. I went to one of the games. It's such a long time ago, about 24 years ago. Yeah, so I did enjoy that season. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. And then when we won all those trophies and stuff, we just couldn't stop. We just couldn't stop winning. Do you know what I mean? You know, we even sort of done the double over Man United in that season, and it was, excuse me, it was the first time we'd done a double over them since 1978. Prior to that, you know what I mean? So yeah, it was certainly good times. Everything was clicking, and we was just like winning games, which is obviously most important. Uh, Take your head up. Rod's thoughts: do we need to act quicker than we have done in the previous windows if we want to stay at the top completing? You know what? That is an interesting question. I mean, because I think it's hard, man. I think so as well. But then you know what happens, right? I look at some of our players that we got. You know what I mean? Some players, the players that's come through the sort of like academy. Joe Quanza. Then you got Bobby Clark. Bobby Clark, yeah. Bobby Clark as a midfielder. Then you got Conor Randall. Do you know what I mean? When you look at them players, right? excuse me, most of the things that you say that we need this season, and there is a six and a left back and maybe a defender. Now we've got Gerald Consar that's come into the squad and played amazing. He's actually played amazing today, right? And he's slotted into that left central centre back position, that left centre back position. He's fitting in there and he's doing well. Also, as well, do you know what I mean? We got like Gomez playing as a left back, which is having a game of his life. He's having a season of his life playing as a left back. Do you know what I mean? So when you think about it, when we look at some of the players that we've got coming in to the squad, you likes of like, Bobby Clark and that. Then you got like obviously Endo, which is like a warrior for us. You kind of think, well, do we really need anybody in this window? Can we actually sort of wait and then into the summer and then get in a couple of players in there? But yes, I do think at the day, if we do plan to buy in a window, I do think at the day we should be acting a bit more quicker than what we are. Do you know what I mean? But at the moment, if you ask me, do we need anybody in the January transfer window? I'm not really too sure we do. I'm not really too sure we do really. Do you know what I mean? What we got, so like what we got coming up from the academy and even in the team itself. Do you know what I mean? So what's the next one? Yeah. Minos has got a question for me. He says, Rod's question, is Nunes fulfilling his potential? Yes and no. Yes and no, Minos. We could do with a bit more goals from him. Pineapple crunching. This bad no bitch. KA. We could do with a bit more goals from him. You know what I mean? But the other contributions at the day, that is given to the team, and I think given to the team is second to none. What on here? Yeah, the other thing. What's happened to this thing here? Yeah, the other contributions given to the team and everything that is second to none. I do think the goals will come if you keep on playing him on the left hand side of midfield. And then right, the goal's gonna come, and you know, and he can do a lot of good stuff down that left hand side. I think, and they keep him on the left. But as goal wise and everything that right at the moment, I don't think he's fulfilling his potential goal wise at the moment. But he is doing other things in the team that is fulfilling his potential. Do you know what I mean? Right. So what we got next? Flash. What a replacement for Thiago, as he's not as reliable enough. Or what is the? What do you mean? What is the What is the? Let me read this again. What a replacement for Thiago, as he's not reliable. Oh yeah, I know what you mean now. You mean Bobby, sort of like Bobby Clark. Well, remember as well. We still got Stefan Baccetti as well. That's sort of like needs to come back from an injury still. So we have got sort of like I would say we have got reinforcements really. And yeah, it's right what you're saying and about Thiago. He's not really reliable. Actually don't see him getting another contract. Literally don't see him getting another contract. I think that's it for Thiago. I think what will happen? He'll get fit. Excuse me, and he'll play a couple of games, and that's it. That's it. You know what I mean? It's just like at the end of the season, it's bye bye, and that'll be something else's problem. You know what I mean? Too indie prone. Dope pass player, dope player, but too injury prone for me. Sorry, too injury prone for me. Okay. Any more questions? 19 likes. Let's see if we can get up to 20 likes. You know what I mean? Let's see if we can get up to 20 likes, bro. My friends. Yeah. Not one of the most reliable players, I'm afraid. A shame now. Yeah, that picture does look good, actually, doesn't it? That picture does look good. Got my picture. Let's get this. Let's question here. All right, over here. Okay, so what's this one here? Rod's thoughts. Do we need to? Yeah. Got that one. That one. Yeah, with that one. Right, so this one here. What about Gravenberch and Gapper? Are they living up to their potential? I feel say. I mean, all right, Gravenberch they didn't have a good game the other day. You know what I mean? Come on. You have to give him time in the day and be patient because he just come to the club. And remember, and at Bayern Munich, that he was not playing at all. Do you know what I mean? So let's be a bit patient with Gapper. But like Gapper, he's scoring goals. He scored in every competition of the League Cup. Do you know what I mean? So he's doing his thing. Do you know what I mean? And he's played in quite a few positions at the day in the team already. But yeah, I do feel like Gravenberch and Gapper are filling with their potential. Easy Marion, big up. Yeah, Marion said Thiago, he's a really good player. Shame he's injury prone. Yeah, you're not right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong there, man. It is such a shame that he's injury prone. I mean, that's what it was with Navigator. Navigator was like, it was so disappointing in the day and frustrating in the day that he used to get injured a lot, man. Because he's a good player. I mean, he even went to Werder Bremen. You know what I mean? He left Liverpool, went to Werder Bremen. The same thing. The same thing. We got sold a donkey from where did he come from? RB Leipzig, innit? So one of them places. We got sold a donkey. Ravi says, who are starting or benching Jota or Diaz for? You starting Jota? You starting or benching Jota or Diaz? Wow. Okay. I'm starting Jota. I will start Jota and bench Diaz. What are you doing, Ravi? What would you do? What's your decision on it, Ravs? Tell me. What's your decision on it, Ravi? Tell me. What's your decision? Who are you benching and starting, Ravs? Ravs, let me know, man. That was lovely. Let's get your questions in. Get your questions in. Let's refresh this. Yep. We've got 9 minutes to go. We're about to do an hour of this, so we've got 9 minutes to go. So get your questions in, guys. Get your questions in. I'm an open book tonight, my friends. You know what I mean? Open book tonight. Ask me anything that you want. It doesn't have to be football related. It doesn't have to be football related. Can ask you anything.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying. Get.
Yeah, man, you know what I mean? Yeah. Questions. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions? Right, don't seem to be any more questions, so I will wrap up. I will wrap up now. I will wrap up now. Not sure on my schedule over the weekend, but I will be back. Obviously, I'll probably this weekend. I'll probably jumping on a lot of other people's shows and stuff. So obviously, I'll let you know the situation on that. But obviously, full schedule shows next week. We'll have match preview with a Bournemouth fan. Do you know what I mean? On Friday. So yeah, do you know what I mean? Let's see what Ravi said. Well, thoughts on Liverpool looking at Liverpool or in our show to solve their defensive issue. I think at the day, you know what I mean? Yeah, them players at the day are good players, very good players. But I don't see them coming in the winter, in January. I see them coming in summer, if anything. They would literally come in the summer. I just don't think at the day. I'd be very surprised at the day, excuse me, if Liverpool make any moves at the day for any players. Do you know what I mean? In this January window, I'll be very surprised. Do you know what I mean? I just think at the day more or less it will be kind of like it'll be more or less at the day, sort of like in summer. But there's those two players that you mentioned, Ravs, are very good players. Right, guys, I shall see you very soon. Do remember if you're going to watch this on last count, we just check the last count. Oh, 20, got 20. Yeah, hit that 20. I mean, okay. Do remember at the day, if you're going to watch this on a replay, please hit the like button and subscribe button. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification button as well. Helps me bring you good content like this on a daily basis. Okay. So, guys, all is left to say is thanks to Ravi, Minerals, Arsenal History Channel and more, Marion, and all the rest of the people in the chat. Oh, also Fuzzy as well. Yeah, also Fuzzy as well. Big up Fuzzy. Right. Yeah. Guys, I'm going to make a move now. So, all I'm going to say now is peace, love, and respect.